It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. And for Los Angeles, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on veterans being rested in back-to-back games.
You know what, Ernie, you hear a lot of people complain, but let me tell you from personal reasons, it's the right thing to do in some cases, especially for the older teams to have a real shot to win a championship. Popovich has been doing it. Look how many rings he got.
Well, there's been a lot of talk about extending the regular season.
Always something going on here in LA, and there's always someone flying in to see it. It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. And just a single game trip away from Phoenix here for the Suns. And the continued absence of Markieff Morris, the story for them.
Well, I tell you, this is a tough blow for this team. I mean, he very well could be out the rest of the season, and that's something that's hard to adjust to.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Setting the floor for the Suns, Swanson in at the 3. Chandler out there with Humphries. Then there's Brandon Knight, and it's Booker in at the 2 guard. A shot by Williams, no good. Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with Byron Scott.
He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them, looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the defensive player of the year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort.
Tushins. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Knight, the pass to Swanson. Here's Bender, sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game. Here's Dellavedova. He averages about 5 points a game. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Knight, no good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. They set the pick. Pass to Swanson. And a miss there on the triple.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Both free throws good from Nance. So for Phoenix, their last game, a win against Dallas.
The bench production in that game was terrific. Points from multiple sources.
Yeah, everybody that stepped on.
And we're through the...
Kevin.
Your Lakers, 55. Suns, 50.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close...
Kevin, I'm here with...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly... Roy Hibbert.
When Hibbert has a game like this, it's impossible.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Glad you are joining us today as we enter the final episodes of the NBA regular season. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Phoenix Suns. Well, for the Suns, they're sitting at 500 over the last 10 games, kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. There are a lot of really exciting players in Orlando, some freakish athletes to say the least. Which Magic player would you say, Kenny, is the most exciting to watch?
Ooh, most exciting? But most intriguing I'm waiting to see probably is Aaron Gordon. You know, he didn't get a lot of chances last season, but he showed he could be.
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. Now looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Phoenix coming out with a win against Orlando.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Orlando, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Hezonja is out there with Payton, and it's Barry in at the 3. And here's McCollum for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
McCollum's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there. .56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tucker gets a screen from Swanson. The floater. Tucker can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
There's 38 seconds left in the first. Passes it to McCollum. Shoots from the high post. Shot is off. And Orlando will come the other way. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
Was not even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the place.
Yeah, they stayed true to the game plan offensively and never strayed at all. Impressive performance.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
Yeah, they're scuffling at the line. Struggling is a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there. Now it's just a matter of knocking them down.
The Magic have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10, and he can't get the first one.
At the line for two.
Good on the second free throw. There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now the pass to Swanson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
And you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And the foul called on him. Making a change here. And so that brings the...
Well, Tyson...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second. And so it's Orlando winning this one.
Well, Nick, what can you point to?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Shaq. And during the second half, it seemed like he was simply on a mission. Really didn't. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.
You're always going to have people who don't believe